Hi everybody, so today we're going to take a look at some Jinhao fountain pens. These, as you can see, are the Jinhao Shark Pens. Really fun little pens. I'm actually really glad that I ordered the set. These I purchased on eBay. It is a set of 12. It comes in this little package here, and then it also comes in a case. So the case, it is a clear plastic. It clips down. We do have the Jinhao horse and carriage logo there, if you can see that. Let's go ahead and look at the actual pens. Now they do have two styles of these shark pens. So these here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, but so these are of course the shark pens. The head of the pen here, the cap I should say, is shaped like a shark. We've got the fin. That fin, you'll see that serves as a roll stop, so it is functional. Plus it's just kind of cute. We do have the eyes and the mouth, and you've got just the little lines from the, whether they would call those gills, I guess. But it's got kind of tapered in the center, so it's got a little demonstrator section there. The back of the pen comes off. It does have a converter. And then this particular set, these have a hooded nib on these here, if I can get this to want to focus on that. So we do have the hooded nib. These are a fine tip. It does come with the converter. So if any of you are familiar with the converters, I'm sure a lot of you are, some of you may not be. So it is nice that it does come with that. The converter also here does say Jinhao on it, so it is really nice to be able to have it to come with that. You just snap that on. Now in this set, this one is what they would call milk white, so both the back end of the pen and the cap both thread on. So this is the milk white, and then next to it we have the white. So this one would be, the one on the right would kind of be more like a off-white. And then you can also see that the center transparent section is a smoke color on this one, and it is clear on this other one here. You also may be able to see that I do have some ink in this one. So I did go ahead and I inked up the white and the yellow, because a lot of these other ones are going to be gifted. So I wanted to show this set before I gave away the majority of these pens. But they're actually really fun to write with. So we're going to go ahead and pull out the yellow and the white. And the inks that I put in these, because I'm still waiting for some inks to show up, so I just used what I was able to get at the local Michael's craft store. So we've got the Jane Davenport series of inks that work in fountain pens. The blue color is called Hydrangea. The other one is called Frida. And these are little eyedropper type bottles that they come in. Now I don't really care for this type of bottle for regular fountain pens unless you have a really thin pen, maybe something like the Parker Vector. This would actually be thin enough to be able to put it in there and fill it, but these other ones are too small for that, so I did have to fill these a little bit differently and transfer ink into another little container. Let's go ahead and look at the way that both of these write. And this is just a regular cheap little notepad. So just a little stellar notepad. So this white one that has the red ink, so you can post these or not. I'm not sure if the way that the threads in here, if that's going to cause this to scratch on here or not. So it might. So I've just been using it unposted. And it's kind of got this triangular shaped on the grip here. And this one again, we do have the red ink in it that is called Frida. So let's go ahead and drop this down so you can get a little bit closer look. So this is going to be the Jinhao Shark, and these have the 0.38 millimeter nib. So we can see that it kind of skipped right there, but I haven't used this since I put the ink in it about 2 days or so ago, and I haven't used it since, and so I just did open the cap on it. So we can see that it is writing just fine. The color of the ink on this again is the Jane Davenport Frida. So they're not really what I would call a wet pen, which is what I wanted, because what I'm going to be using these for, I don't want them to lay down a ton of ink. Plus I kind of tend to like a fine pen. So this ink is not smearing at all. I don't know really the quality of this ink for fountain pens. I just purchased it because I wanted to test these out before I gave some away. So let's go ahead and take a peek at the Hydrangea color that is in this yellow pen. And this yellow one has on here, the transparent section is yellow. So that's kind of neat, because most of them are, so some of them are going to have the smoke, like the black and white has the smoke, but all the other colors, that transparent section is going to match the color of the pen. But great little set. So this would kind of be a fun set to maybe organize all of these and put ink colors that match the outside color of the pen. That would be kind of fun. These caps do screw on, so you just have to make sure that you don't try to pull it apart. So again, this is the Jinhao Shark Pen with the 0.38 millimeter nib. And on this particular ink, this one is called the Hydrangea. These inks are only available in the United States and Canada, and they're exclusively at the Michaels stores. And the ink series is by Jane Davenport. But these pens write nice and smooth. For being inexpensive, they're great to just play around with, and they're great to introduce people to fountain pens. So this is pretty different ink in these, and the fact that it's, so as far as other brands of fountain pen inks, I don't know how this one is going to stack up. I just again wanted to play with a few of these pens, kind of see how they wrote. And so sometimes on some of the side strokes you can see that it kind of skipped right there. But aside from that, I think they work really well. They're easy to fill. We can see the filling mechanism there, the little converter. They come with the converter, and you can buy a set of 12 of these pens on eBay in a full set for like $17 with free shipping. So that is a great deal. So once again, these are the Jinhao Shark Pens, and these are the hooded nibs. So let me show you that one more time real quick, because they also do have these in just the regular style fountain pen nibs. So I do have some of those on the way, so when I get those, I'll do a video on those as well. But these are great little pens, so if you're just getting started, this is a great way to go. If you want to introduce other people to fountain pens, this is a great set to pick up. You could pass them out to your friends, or you could just get different inks and have a full set with all different colors. It does come in this nice little case. It does have the Jinhao logo, and they do come in this cute little box with the shark on it. So once again, these are the Jinhao Shark Pens with the fine tip. It's a 0.38 millimeter nib. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.